front. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine. Because there is no question, when this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
To the outside, a catch made by Moore. Goes brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning. Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. They get 18 on the pitching catch. Good for a Bears 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Chicago.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Carl Brooks gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 7-3. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Packers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll work this pass to 25 to the 26-yard line. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Packers.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On play action, Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
A 2nd down throw for Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. We'll go play action with Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
3rd down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
A little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Here's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Williams. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He moves it in around the 5. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back, and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7.
Packers 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Uh-oh. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The man in motion is Watson. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. That is pulled in by Musgrave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Bears 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Back at the 19-yard
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams. That'll be taken in by Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for.
Brings up a
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Packers 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. In motion goes Dobbs. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and a yard. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. This one on target, it's Dobbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 21
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw is Love. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it, and the Packers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Bears 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He keeps it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, The second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Throwing on second down. Williams. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do.
In trouble, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
At the 42-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Love to throw it on first down. A pass taken in by Watson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Christian Watson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
The man in motion is Watson. On first down, it's Love. This is caught at 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Jacob trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, And now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 17. Brendan McManus.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the option, it's Swift, and he's going to have a Bears first down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Another run here, another run by Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. On the give, here's Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. It's out left and complete to Burton. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
2nd and inches. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got a man. That's Watson. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Packers.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Packers first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Love to throw. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're running straight ahead with Jacobs. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
17.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third and long. Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. The Bears sending out their punt team. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
Than a yard.
They'll go with the sneak. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion, Reed. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love quickly out to Watson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
14 yards.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
In motion, Reed. Here's Jacobs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. That one caught by Musgrave, the tight end.
Complete to number 88.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Brendan McManus.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
Swift, the ball carrier. Tackled right at midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen.
Williams pass. Complete to Cole Komet. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Can't believe I paid for this.
2nd down and 8. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
Show 'em what you're working with now. Now you got this. You got it.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Love will take a knee. That ought to do it. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.